future you, if you looked them in the eye today, if you looked future you in the face, eye to eye contact right now, what would they say to you? Would they be proud? Would they be disappointed? Would they be grateful? Who knows what they say? Oh, wait, you do. You know what they say because you know what you're doing right now. Is it the good thing? Is it the best thing? Is it the bad thing? Well, we're gonna get into that into this video. I am so animated. Hi guys, my name is Branson, and I just love making these videos. I love talking to you guys because we really get to get down with the get down, and it's honestly a lot of times it's me getting out my thoughts and me like things that I would just think to myself or talk to myself about. I'm like, you know what? Let's set up the camera and let's just talk about it because I feel like nowadays we love to just go on the webs and like see what's going on, what's happening. But it's like, hey, we can just chit chat, we can talk. Anyways, so yeah, this video is about future you, and I'm always living for trying to give people a little hope, a little positivity, inspiration, whatever it may be. And this just may be for the person that needs it, maybe for the person that is feeling like they just need a little bit more of a push, because we all could have a little tap, a little, wait, come on, training wheels. Okay, the training wheels are off. Let's go. No, but seriously though. So think of something in your life that like you're really just, you see this for yourself. Like you see this thing for yourself. Okay, and obviously you thought to yourself, me in the future, this is for me. Like I can see this. Like I want this. This is what needs to happen. But if we take a step right now and look at present us and we think, if future us saw us right now, would they be commending us for the actions that we are taking? And that's really the part that really settles in. Because when I thought about this, I was like, wait, that's why you calling me out, kind of like, why are you, why are you really getting into my gig? You're really saying, Branson, okay, we could be doing a little bit more. And I think a lot of us, we have this hope of like, that the future us, whether that be in 10 years or whether that be tomorrow, will have more willpower than the current us. But the thing is, what present us does today, it really shapes the future, and it shapes the trajectory of what is going to happen, where we go, what's going to come out of the situation. And it starts by us just getting slowly but surely off the pedal, on the pedal, press the pedal brakes. Girl, y'all know what I mean. But we gotta slowly but surely, start to amp up our reps. And actually, I've been wanting to get more into reading because I love an audiobook. Like I listen to audiobooks like a lot. So like not every single day. I used to. But in the car, in the shower, or whatever, like I love a good audiobook moment. But I want to get more into physical reading. And I was like, okay, I need to read a chapter a day. And then I was like, pause, Branson. Okay, going from literally reading zero pages to a chapter a day may be a lot, especially for some novels and stuff like that. Because, girl, it could go on for pages and pages and pages. So I was like, okay, we are going to not do that. We're going to start smaller. And I think when you really just start small, it really puts it into perspective how much you can do. Because I feel like a lot of us, we really try to jam pack big things into our day, into our plan, into whatever it is, the calendar. And we're just like, yeah, this needs to happen. I can do this. This is the only way to succeed. But then when we don't accomplish that thing, we feel sad. We're triggered because we gave ourselves this big obstacle or this big task. But really, if we chopped it up into a little bite-sized amount, instead of maybe a chapter with like so many pages, maybe just starting with 10 pages a day. Just starting with that. And even with language, because I love languages. Like I just love like looking and hearing different languages and like learning and stuff. And I speak Spanish, some Korean. I'm learning French right now. I'm like, but whatever. But I remember like trying to just do all this language, trying to do so much tactical stuff, practical, whatever. Trying to just fill my day up with so much was really a lot harder than me just watching a YouTube video in French or listening to a conversation on a Netflix show, or like adding it into my day in ways that I enjoy, aka watching shows, and maybe if the show is in English, changing the language to French and just all that. And that's really what helped me learn Spanish. Once I started dubbing all of my shows into Spanish, whatever language it was in, I was like, okay, it's gonna be Espanol today, okay? And just doing it in ways that are bite-sized versus like if I told myself, okay, we're gonna have 3 hours every day practicing this big textbook of like Spanish, and I would have just been like, yeah, I don't enjoy this. And I think that we need to give ourselves grace in that field and just really tackle things with more bite-sized pieces in mind. Because I had a friend that is going back to school, and they were telling me about how much they need to study, and they're gonna like start studying with this book, and they need to study for 5 hours a day. And I mean, part of them was joking, but they weren't joking about the studying for long hours a day. But like, I don't know if they meant 5 hours, but they were really like, ideally, like it needs to be at least like a couple of hours. And I'm just like, okay, I get that. However, this friend has a full-time job, and this job goes into overtime. So we're talking plus 40 hours a week, like closer to 50, whatever, 60, I don't know if it's 60, but 50 hours a week job, then like has a commute, and then has to like, do all the personal things. So adding like 5 hours extra a day, like you're talking, you are gone for 9, 10 hours out the day, and you come home for 5 to 10 hours. You're supposed to just study like a that's it, like a robot, and then go to sleep. Like, that's not realistic. That is really not realistic. And I think whenever this happens to this friend and they don't complete those tasks because they're so daunting, they get down on themselves. But I'm like, no, don't get down on yourselves. It's just that we set these goals and these standards that aren't obtainable. Like, that's really like a difficult thing to do, because that means you get home, whatever, what is it, like 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10, like, and like then you just go to sleep. And it's like, where's the personal time? Where's the me time? Where is the, like, maybe talking to your loved ones or seeing your loved ones, I don't know, hanging out with a family member, doing something. Like, it's just, that's crazy. It is really crazy. And a lot of us do this to ourselves. We self-sabotage ourselves without really knowing. But in reality, if we said, okay, you know what, maybe not 5 hours is doable, but maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, we can do that. We can do that. And if I need to take a cute little 5-minute break every 20 minutes, we're gonna do that, because that's the only way I can be sane. Because me knowing, sitting down here, I know I couldn't just do something straight for like 7, 8 hours. That's why a lot of people, when they go to work and they're at a desk job, they be on their phone a lot of the times, if the manager not looking. Okay, so just breaking your tasks into pieces, that's what future you would thank yourself about. Because having these things where it's like, it's ideal for the future you, but we're in the present us right now. And yes, we're shaping ourselves to get to the future us. However, we can't just go from present you to doing 30,000 push-ups a day. Like, it just, we've never done a push-up, and now we're doing 30,000. That's a lot. Okay. And the next thing I wanted to say is, when I'll put it like this: future you is paying the bill. Ooh, let me say that again. Future you is paying the bill. And what I mean by that is, skip studying, future you pays. Avoid exercise, future you pays. Procrastinate, future you pays. And that's so true to our daily lives. Like, we've all been there where we've had an assignment due, and it was due in like a week. We waited till like the last minute to do it. Now we scrambling. We have to cancel our plans the day of, to be like, oh no, we got to finish this and do this. And then now our work is being compromised, our time, our mental sanity, and just anything else. Like how we say, oh, we need to go to the gym, and then days go by, and then you don't go to the gym, and now you're looking at, you see an IG person on a person on IG, and you're like, wait, why don't I look like that? And it's just, we all have these things where it's just, we don't do it in the now, and then we say, okay, we'll do that tomorrow, or starting Monday, or starting this, and then future us just ends up paying. Future us ends up having to put in the overdrive, when it's like, we could have done this on a smooth sail. We could have been cruising. We could have had a good old time. But now we struggling, all because present us felt that we just wanted to wait. We don't really have the energy to do that right now. We don't want to do that. And yes, it's okay to have those moments, but when it starts to happen all the time, when it's every single day, we might want to reassess. We might want to reevaluate, saying, okay, present me, how can we get this show on the road? Because this is not okay. We need to get this boat kicking. We need to get something on us now. Okay. And the last thing I will say is that small decisions matter. Okay. And I think they matter because they add up to big decisions over time. It's just one, like again with the gym reference, like it's just one skipped workout, or it's just one more day of not doing this project, or one more week of not starting this thing that I've been really wanting to start. And then it just adds up over time, and now it was summer, now we're in Christmas. Like, how did we get here? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. Just think about future you and how they would reassess what we're doing right now. That's all. Thank y'all for watching this video. I love y'all so much. Like, comment, subscribe, watch my other videos because I made a lot of videos, so watch them. And yeah, I also make YouTube shorts. Watch those too, okay? I love y'all. Bye.